Good morning from me and Dashy. It's hard to see Dash because the eventual sunrise is right behind him, but he says hey. So today I have a story about a friend who was dying. Well, at the time I didn't know she was dying, and she didn't know she was dying, but she was. What I did know was that she was having a hard time trying to decide whether to do this surgery. And it was a pretty major surgery, and she knew she didn't feel very well. And she knew she was trying to decide if that was a good idea or not. So I went to visit her, just to hang out with her and talk, and just be with her. And I had recently read this book called Being Mortal, and I think that book helped guide our conversation. And if you haven't read that book, I really recommend it. It's a great book. I've read it multiple times. And one of the things that I asked her, and the two questions that Atul Gawande recommends asking people who are in this situation are, what are you most afraid of between now and whenever it is that you do die, or just in general? And what do you most look forward to? And so we talked about those two things, and especially in relation to her surgery. What were the things that she was most afraid of with the surgery, and what were the things that she would look forward to if the surgery was successful? And we talked about these things in front of her family so that they could hear her answers too. And she was most afraid of being a burden to her family. And what she most looked forward to was being with her family. So family was the utmost thing that was most important, and the thing that also caused her fear. And talking through it, she was able to figure out, based off of those two questions, really what was important to her. And really what was important to her was quality of time with her family. And that by getting the surgery, she was not going to get the quality. She may get the quantity, but she wasn't going to get the quality of life that she wanted. And so she decided to not do the surgery. And she did have some quality time with her family, and that was probably a great decision for her. And so I'm glad that she thought through those questions. And I was thinking that while that was very important to her as she was facing end-of-life issues, it's also really important questions for us to ask every day. When you wake up in the morning, what are you afraid of today? And what do you most look forward to? And that might help guide what you do each day, and guide what you do strategically throughout your life. What are your core values? What are the things that matter the most to you? And so I challenge you to kind of think about those two questions. What are you afraid of? And what do you look most forward to? So I don't think we're actually going to see a sunrise this morning. We're not going to see anything crest. It's one of those really beautiful, almost foggy, but not quite mornings. I would say hazy. And I'm going to keep the video rolling just for a few more minutes because we got a crabber who's right in front of my pier this morning. And I'd like you guys to see it. A lot of you have seen somebody troutlining. Many of you have not. And troutlining is a pretty cool thing. I call it like the assembly line of crabs when it's working well. And so basically what it is it's a clothesline, not a clothesline, but it's a rope that goes up over an arm on the side of a boat that goes very slowly along that rope. And along that rope, there's tied either eel necks or pieces of eel, or little pieces of chicken. And the crabs attached to it and come on up as he drives along that rope, and then the crabber can catch them and put them into his basket. So it's a pretty cool thing. He just reached the end of his line, and so he will most likely come up in a little bit faster way up here and then go slowly down the line. So looks like maybe he's checking his phone down there. Maybe his wife called to ask how many crabs he's getting, but To my left, I can hear people at the boat ramp talking about what they're going to do today. I guess maybe what they're most looking forward to. And lots of bird sounds, so I'm going to let you guys listen in. And I take that back. Man, that sun surprises me every time. Just when I say we're not going to see a sun cresting, here it comes. It's a big, beautiful, I want to say orange, but it's not. It's like, wow, what a color. I don't even know what color that is, but it's cresting over top of the trees right now, and you should be able to see it pretty soon on the video. It's magnificent. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's lots of fish jumping this morning all around the pier. It's pretty cool. I think you should be able to see the sun now. I will take a picture of this because it's so magnificently beautiful and you just can't see it on video, so I hope everyone has a great day. I would love to hear, and it's a little bit, maybe you don't want to share that on Facebook, but if you want to send me in a private message, I would love to hear what you're most afraid of and what you most look forward to. Maybe it'd be fun to just post on Facebook what you're most looking forward to today. It's always fun. It's kind of like a gratitude journal in advance. What are you hoping you could put in a gratitude journal at the end of the day? So, talk to you soon. Dash says, hey, good morning to you guys. And hope everyone has a great day. Thank you for joining me again. It's always lovely to spend my mornings with you. Talk to you soon.